It is me again. I made a part 2. I don't know what's going on, but like my audio is different than my voice. If somebody calls, it sucks. So broke people kind of attract broke people, and if you want to get out of that cycle, because in my life I'm not around men that don't have money, and I'm not, I don't judge anybody, but I'm just not really around them unless I go to a club or I don't know, but like the places. So people with money hang around people with money. If you're going to like a Ruth's Chris Steakhouse for a happy hour, then there'll be a lot of lawyers and doctors there. If you go to like the uptown area, you're going to deal with people who are affluent and who are kind of, who are doing their thing. If you go to Big Booty Tuesdays downtown, then that's going to be a different kind of man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a woman now. Like, I'm not a girl. I'm not a teenager. I don't attract that anymore. Did I attract that before? Yes. Even when I was making money, because I was hanging around spots that would attract men that didn't have money. So that's why you think that people with money are like stuck up, or they don't date, regular normal girls, because men with money don't have access to women who really don't have it. Men with money are flying around, they're working, they are, in business meetings. So they're hanging around people who are in the meetings with them. That's why a lot of men will date their secretary. That's the woman that's around them a lot. A lot of men, when they finally do hang out, it may be to go to a strip club or something. People attract what their life is like. So if you are going to, like I said, like Thirsty Thursdays, that's going to be a different crowd than if you go to a conference dinner with these men. So it is people that are like-minded attract each other. So like I was saying in the first video, men with money don't want a broke woman, and women with money don't want broke men. You normally never get a chance to cross those paths. But since a lot of our men are not available, and a lot of black women choose to stay with our men because they are just sexy as fuck, just hands down, that's what I think. They just are bomb. And since they have the option, and they like Chinese, white, Latino, like they can date a lot of different races, and when they date outside their race, it seems like it's easier because they don't have that cultural baggage that comes with necessarily dating a black woman that doesn't have a lot of financial savvy. And the women that do, a lot of black beautiful women that do, they're already in relationships. So when it comes to our men, either our men are already wifed down, in jail, they're dating their own sex. So when you do find a man, this is why a lot of women with money are vulnerable to men that don't have it, because we're emotional and we get lonely, and we're thinking, you know what, damn, I mean, he is driving an 88. I ain't gonna go back that far. He is driving, something really old, but I'll deal with that. He is working, which is key, whether he's making more money than me or not. I'm gonna deal with that. But then you get into that relationship and you find out the reason he is driving what he's driving, and he lives where he lives, and he's working where he works, is because that's all he wants out of life. He doesn't have the ambition, or maybe the know-how. A lot of men don't know how to become, successful. Just like a lot of women. A lot of women will go off what their parents did. And unfortunately, we are a few generations behind when it comes to that dough. I mean, blacks don't really own, I don't even say really, we don't own crap. Not even a 1, 2 story, 3, 4, 5 story building. Now, of course, there's black men balling out of the face piece, but that's probably like 2%. So when it comes to dating a man that's in your race, or if you're white, I have a lot of different races watching this. You want to make sure you align yourself with people who are on the same page. Once you cross that line, you don't want to sit there and say, damn, when I was dating him, I had a credit score of 700. Before I dated him, my credit was good, this and this and that. He then you date a man who really doesn't have a lot of money and a lot of jobs, so he has a lot of time on his hand. He can go out and date women while you're at work. If he's not working, he doesn't have shit else to do. What is he doing? He is linking up with his boys, playing a PlayStation. He is meeting women at Big Booty Tuesdays. He's meeting women at Thirsty Thursdays because you're working. You're financially holding it down. You're buying them clothes. You're doing things like that. If you don't date a man who has any drive, you are going to regret it. You are going to pull yourself down. He is going to pull you down, and you're going to regret ever even dating him. And then let's not mention the stress that comes with it. He's stressing you out because he's cheating, he's doing this, and it's just not worth it, ladies, to date somebody who doesn't have the same amount of money as you. Now, you can strike up on a gold mine who meets a man who all he needed was that strong woman to give him a boost. All he needed was that woman to say, baby, I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how to get your credit right. I'm going to show you how to do this. Even though his mom should have showed him or school should have showed him. Sometimes you can come up on a man who just needed that right woman, to push him. But very fast, you better figure out if he's the one that just needs that little push, if he's the one that just needs that help, or if he's the one that's coming in your home to use you because he's so used to women that are lonely and desperate taking care of him that he's become accustomed to it, and he feels that the only way you can show him how you care for him is buying him some clothes or buying him shoes or letting him live with you or spending money on him. And you don't want a man like that. Life is already a lot, and you've already worked hard enough to get where you are feeling stable in life, and you don't want to let people come tear you down, because it can happen, ladies. And I'm not dogging anybody, but I'm saying if you're here, you can't go below you because it won't work. Then they just bring their baggage to you, and it is the same. It's the same for men. You can't get with a man. First of all, you probably won't even know how to sit down and talk to a man with money, because if all you're doing is bringing up money, he's going to know you don't have any, and that's going to be a turnoff. People have to get used to money. You have to get used to money like anything else. You have to learn how to have money. If you don't even know how to have money, you're not going to be able to deal with people who have a lot of money. And if you date a man who doesn't have money, all he can do is bring you down. I'm sorry. I'm going to get a lot of slack for this, but it's the same for men. You can't date a broke woman. Now, a man can date a broke woman. He can date a broke woman who wants to go somewhere in life. But if she's broke and all it takes to take care of her or to make her happy is a beer and a cigarette, it's going to be a turnoff. Like, no man wants to see you sitting around on the couch either all day. He leaves to work. You're on the couch. Didn't even make the man breakfast before he left. You probably gave him some, but he can get that from anywhere. He comes home. You're still on the couch. You stop looking sexy. It's a two-way street. Like, once you become to a point where you have made a decision to get it, to make money, to own a business, to become successful, once you've made up your mind to do that, you don't have room. You have to be selfish with your life. You don't have room. You don't have time to make mistakes, because like I was talking to my babe, there's penalties for fucking with people who are not on your level. If you fuck with somebody who's not on your level, this goes for men and women, it can do nothing but bring you down. I am very compassionate. I'm very giving. I'm very loving. But I have learned my lesson. Fortunately, I never really needed a dude to do anything for me. So I'm like, okay, he works. He makes, what, $15 an hour? I could probably deal with that, as long as he's paying his bills. But it becomes draining on you. Money is one of the number one reasons why people break up, okay? If he doesn't have it or she doesn't have it, it's a reason money is a reason that people cannot stay together. I hate to see couples arguing over money. I hate it. I can't. It disgusts me. Ladies, figure your shit out too. You're saying, I got this email, how should I date a broke man? Don't worry about if you should date a broke man or not. Worry about getting your shit together. And as soon as you're not broke, you want to attract men that are broke. You will attract men that you guys want the Hummers and the Benzes and the Lexus. But those men know what it takes. They know about hard work. And they want a woman who is down. That's why Jay-Z loves a Beyonce. Men would love to have a Beyonce. Somebody that makes their own money, who's ambitious and who's a go-getter. Jay and Meek, the celebrities, people who have the like mind stay together longer. And I know there's going to be a lot of key points I missed. You guys can email me, but I really don't even want to entertain the different levels of it. I'm just saying, you can't really date broke. It's going to be draining. It's going to take your energy. And then to have to take care of him and deal with what men do anyway, because all men are men, whether they have money or not. I mean, but the men who have the least money sleep with more women because they got nothing to do. So don't let everything you've worked for go down the drain and let somebody broke into your life. I'm telling you, we've all been broke. I get it. All of us. But if you don't wake up every day and figure out a way to bring money into your household and save some, then no man is going to want you that has money, and you're not going to want a man that does not have money. And all that, oh, a man needs to take care of me, and I'm going to meet a baller and all this and all that. Take care of you for what? Because he can go meet a girl. Not only is she a dime piece, she's balling. Like places like Atlanta, Chicago, New York, those women have degrees and they have money. So just because you're cute and you got a big booty doesn't mean he's going to take care of you either. Because he has options of women who are not loudmouths, who are not ghetto, and who can afford to take care of themselves and them if they needed to. So your looks, although you may be a bad one, does not mean that you're going to get wifed down. So that's my take. This is part 2. Hopefully the audio is not different than the video, and it's a lot. Now, everything that I said in here is a compilation of a lot of people emailing me about the situation. Okay, boom. I am out. Mimosa time. No, I'm going to have wine today. Yeah, I'm going to have wine today. Champagne, sometimes it's too much on the tummy. Love you guys. Bye. Email me. How to Get Them Whipped is coming out soon. I have to have the final copy uploaded by August 22nd. And then September 1st, you guys will be able to get this book. So this is my opinion about it. Shout out to all my, what did Drake say? Balling, just wifing niggas. But don't do that, you guys. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. And don't let being desperate or lonely put you in a position where you feel like you have to pay for a man to be in your bed. And vice versa, men. Don't let it where you feel like she's such a bad chick that you have to pay for her love. So it's a two-way street. Peace. I'm out. Taurus Barbie. Bye.